This conference will now be recorded.
So see, I can see that some participants are still joining. So right now it's 4 o'clock. We will wait for 5 minutes more and let it be 4:05. Then we will start, right? So just wait for 5 minutes. Then we will start. I think all are okay with that, right? So if we wait for 5 minutes to let others to join, is there any problem? Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for cooperation. Uh, let's make this waiting time some interesting, not let it be a boring waiting time. So guys, can you please tell me that do you ever use Excel? Because as you all know, this webinar is for advanced Excel. But before starting on advanced Excel, I need to know that yes, the participants are very much know about Excel, at least the basic functionalities and basic functions features, right? So do you guys use Excel in your life? If yes, then what kind of work you are doing in with Excel? For example, it's maybe a invoice, maybe a analyzing, it may be a reporting. So whatever things you are done in Excel, can you please write it down in chat box so that I can relate the things to your personal to your working life? Because you are going to spend 1 and 1.5 hour to learn something, but what if it's not working for you, right? So to make this webinar very much useful for you, I need to know what kind of things you are doing in Excel. Can you please write down the things whatever you are doing in Excel in chat, for example, reporting or something else? And one more thing, I would like to request all the attendees, please mute yourself to make this webinar smoothly. If you have some queries, you can bring me up in chat. You can also contact me after the session. I will do a Q&A session also. In that time, I will address all the queries in your mind. But during the session, please mute yourself so that we can go with a smooth way, right? Okay. Naveen is saying that he was using VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. Okay, it's some formula basis. Okay, that's okay. Any other? What kind of work you are done with Excel? Invoicing, billing, reporting, analyzing, whatever you are doing in Excel. If function, guys, I don't want to know these things like, guys, are you all are students? Is that so? Are you guys all are student or is there any working personnel also? Employee. Okay. Vikanta Suresh. Suresh is employee. So Suresh, how you use Excel in your office life? What kind of work you are done? Excel related, yes, I know Excel related, but okay, pivot table, bank reconciliation, okay, great. Others, there are 22 participants. So what else? Bank reconciliation, pivot table, that's good. Any other or all are student only? Billing, okay, VBA, okay, great. Reporting, okay. Srikar, I would like to know what kind of work you are doing in your working life as you are employee. I know only basic. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. You know only basic. But I just want to know what kind of things you are doing. Pivot table reporting if condition. Okay, great. Okay, so okay, let's start. See, the webinar is organized by IC EduSkills Private Limited, as you all know, because you are go through with the advertisement and something else. And myself is Sandeep. I am a Microsoft certified specialist to present the things to in front of you. So in this presentation, before starting with our advanced Excel, let me introduce my company, that is Institute of Computer Accountants. It is basically a renowned organization. We are serving over 20 plus years to meet the employer's demand. What we will do, we'll basically provide some trainings based on accounts and taxation field, and then we are providing job guarantee also, right? So if you are an eligible student and if you are an eligible customer, then you can take our training and make your career growth, right? So that much I think it's enough for my company, because you all know about, and if you google for ICA you can get all the details like where it is situated and all. So I don't waste that much time in that part. So directly dive into our main part, that is our advanced Excel. But before starting advanced Excel, I see there is some working professional also, and there is some student also, right? So why you need to know advanced Excel in your career, whatever your career it is. You may be a or you may be a student, right? So why you need to know advanced Excel? Basically I will give you six main reason to learn advanced Excel. Whether it all are happening with you with whether you are a working personal or you are a student or fresher or job seeker, whatever your status it is. See, you will obviously you will give more value to your employers, because whenever you are tagging as a advanced Excel user, or you if you done some advanced Excel courses and you know the techniques and technologies uses in advanced Excel, obviously employer will prefer you more than a normal Excel user, right? Because you know more than about them. Then it obviously save a lot of times, as one person is Monica is using macro ABA, so it's more advanced, right? So if you know about some advanced Excel, then surely it will help you to save your daily life. So whatever work you have done, something for if function, for invoicing, for billing, advanced Excel will surely help you to save a lot of times in your daily work. It will enhance your knowledge and management skill, because in advanced Excel that is not easy. So you have to face some challenges there to recover these challenges, and by recovering these challenges, your knowledge and your skills will be upgrading. Make yourself a valuable member for your company. Obviously a company, if he or she, the company is seeing that yes, the customer, the employee is making good report, good in analysis and good in some Excel work, so obviously your salary growth will be affected, and obviously you are be a most valuable employee in your company. And if you are a job seeker or a fresher, obviously your job opportunities will be expand in your front. You can go for a data analysis post also, you can go for a data entry operator also. So more types of job opportunities will be expanded in front of you, right? So these are the reasons why you need to know advanced Excel. Now directly in advanced Excel, we all know, I assume that we all know some basics about Excel, right? So we will this 1 or 1.5 hours is not enough to learn it, teach you all about advanced Excel. But yes, I will manage time to learn this, taught these three things to you. One is some advanced filtering, that means some tricks in advanced filtering, some tricks to use pivots using slicer and timeline, and some a brief overview of dashboard, like how you create dashboard, what is dashboard, why it's needed in your personal in your working life, all these things, right? So let's dive into our Excel part. Ajay, you can request Ajay yourself at the time of session. Please mute the message. Okay, that's fine. Okay, see, in this Excel file, I have a huge data. So basically this data is for a company data. Like this data is having 4100 rows and as well as some columns like column up to M. Okay, so it's a huge data. Using this data we will learn all the techniques of today's agenda. So first technique is tricks of advanced filter, right? So before starting advanced filter, let me introduce what is filter. As we all know, if we want to filtering out some data, then we will use filter option. To use filter option, what you need to do, you only need to do to press the shortcut key of Control Shift L. That will directly insert the filter buttons in your database, right? And after that, whatever field you require to filter, just click on the drop down box of that field and just select your desired criterias like this, right? We all know much about this. But what if I want to see the filter data as well as the normal our whole database, to compare the database, or I want to compare both data in side by side. For example, I want to compare Kanpur city data and for example I want to compare Allahabad data and Assam data side by side. But with this feature I cannot compare these two side by side, because these two are basically mixing up in the database. To make it comfortable, what I need to do, one thing I can do is to sort the database based on city. After that I can make the filter, and then again I need to split my screen into two windows, right, using Excel split option. That can be done with these three steps. But without using those steps, I can use advanced filter to make it simple. Let me show you how to do advanced filter in Excel. So to do advanced filter, what you need to use, you need to have a criteria first. What is criteria? Basically it's the condition of advanced filter, that before using advanced filter you need to use a criteria, you need to make a external criteria based on which advanced filter will work. So for example, I am taking the city. So if I say here the city, make sure the spelling are correct with the database. There is no spelling mistake and no character mistake like space and all. Okay, and Kanpur, right? This will be my criteria as advanced filter. So to do a advanced filter, what I need to do, just go to data, click on advanced, and you can see a pop-up box here. In this pop-up box there is two options. One is filter in the list, one is copy to another location. Filter in the list means advanced filter will allow you to filter the data in the database. That basically done by filter only, right? You can use advanced filter as a filter also, and you can extract the filter data from the database also. So to extract the database you need to select copy to another location. List range will be my master data, whole data of my master data. Just place the mouse pointer and press Ctrl A to select the whole data. Criteria range will be these two, and copy to, in copy to we just need to select our cell. Just select our cell and hit OK. See all the data of Kanpur city. If I go to city, see all the data of Kanpur city is being extracted. That is only copy paste. That doesn't mean that Kanpur state, Kanpur city data is hidden from here. It will remain same as usual, but it will extract the filter data as well. So by this now you can easily compare your Kanpur data as well as your master data. As it is a big database, that is why I am just using a separate external sheet, but you can also do a advanced filter in the sheet wherever you want, right? So you can do as well. So this with this I can easily extract these two, right? Now what is my question is that I want to compare the master, I want to compare the data of city of Kanpur, and as well as I want to compare the data of city of Allahabad. right? So what I need to do, I just need to do just place this aside, and then again place the mouse pointer over here, change the Kanpur to Allahabad. Okay, let me make sure that your spelling is correct. ALLH. Okay. So spelling is correct. Place the mouse pointer outside of the database, click on advanced, go to copy, just make to enter your name or select the area. I'm just entering my data range. Criteria range will be these two, and copy to. In copy to, just select this cell and hit OK. See, all the data of Allahabad also came out. So right now you can easily compare your data, right? That's one thing. Just make two advanced filter. It will make it will done my work. But there is also a problem. What's the problem? As the database is huge, I need to zoom out extremely, right? And by zooming out, I cannot see the writings and characters properly, right? So for example, at any point of time, you don't need all the data, right? So for example, I need to compare only the product name and the gender of Kanpur city, and as well product name and gender of Allahabad city. I only want to compare these three fields. So I am only concerned about these three fields. So other fields will be distracting me from my analyzing part, isn't it? So to fix this one, what we can do, we can simply extract those columns, which columns I need to concern about. So to make a custom column in advanced filter, what you need to do, let me clear all the data first. And all the data from here as well. So what I need to do, first thing I need to do is just make your column headings writing here. So to write the column headings, I will copy the headings from database because it's character sensitive. So you have to make sure that your spelling is errorless. So copy product name, copy city, and as well, just a minute. Copy these three and paste it. So just paste it as usual, right? After that, select any cell, go to your data, select advanced, copy to another location, just make sure to type the data name, as I have already mentioned the data name as data. That is why I'm writing data. In criteria range, select these two, and in copy to, right now, we will select these three columns only. As city is not my concern because I know that all the data of Allahabad only came out, but to show you that yes, all the data of Allahabad only extracted, that is why I'm just including a city field also. Select these three and hit enter. See, all the data of this state and these three columns will open, right? There is someone mic is not muted. Please mute yourself to make the Gogula. Please make yourself
Sir.
mute. Please mute yourself.
Sir.
Please mute yourself. There are some background noise from your right now. Okay, it's okay. So see, only the product name and the gender is came up. So right now I can easily compare these two. And if I want to use the Kanpur city also, just select these three, place these three over there, select any cell, go to data, go to advanced, Click on copy to another location. Make sure list range will be your data range. Criteria range, oh sorry, I did not change the criteria as Kanpur. Then go to advanced, copy to another location. List range will be our data range. Criteria range will be these two, and copy to will be these three, and hit OK. See, all the data of Kanpur city is also available right now. So you can easily compare your data of Allahabad and data of Kanpur by side by side. You no need to use sorting, you no need to use split your screen, you no need to use any other external features. By only advanced filter you can make this possible, right? So this is the power of advanced filter. There is some more also we can do in advanced filter. What we can do, see in my master data, if I go to my product name, see there is some product names available, and if I want to make a list of this product name, what I need to do, I need to enter manually here like backpack, tent. I need to enter manually here, but I can do this by using advanced filter also. How I can do this? Just change your criteria name as product name and blank the criteria, right? This will only help me to create my unique list. So to create a unique list, just go to advanced, click on copy to another location. In list range right now, select only your product name column, because right now I am concerned about only product list. Go to your criteria range, select these two. Blank means all of product will be filtered and extracted in this place. But what I want to do is, I just want to bring all the unique records. Just check on these unique records only and hit OK. See, all of your unique records will be extracted. You no need to type yourself, right? As it is a short list, there you can say that yes sir, I can type. But if the list is long and database is very big, that time advanced filter will obviously help you to create a unique list of your product or of your whatever field you want to create a unique list, right? It will obvious help. If I change to my next trick in advanced filter, for example, you can see here is a SIP mode field is also available, right? In SIP mode, you can see here is total 4 types of shipping mode is available. That is priority, economy, economy plus, and immediate, right? I am just concerned about my economy shipping mode. So I want to filter the data of economy only. So let's change this criteria name as SIP mode and done this as economy, right? And right now I'm currently concerned about my city as well as my SIP mode. So what I will do, I will type both of these heading name over here, city and SIP mode. Then I will go to data, click on advanced, go to data, click on advanced, select copy to another location. List range will be my data, hashtag all. Why hashtag all? Because I want to bring all the data, right? Out of all data, I will bring these two columns. In criteria range, I will select these two. In copy to, I will select these two and enter. See, the data is came up, but the problem is economy is also came up and economy plus also came. But I am not concerned why Excel behave like this. Why Excel bring out economy plus as well. Basically, Excel thought it is a system of Excel that Excel thought about, that is the user is also concerned about plus. Why plus? Because economy and economy plus, you can see all the spelling of economy and economy plus is same. That is why Excel think that the user is also concerned about economy plus as well. But I am not concerning about economy plus. I am only concerned about economy. Then how I can make Excel to understand that user is only concerned about economy, not any other thing along with economy, right? So to do this one, what you need to do, you need to create a criteria like this: equals to, within quotation, equals to economy, quotation close and enter. You need to create a criteria like this: equals to, within quotation, equals to economy, right? This criteria will help understand Excel that user is only concerned about economy, not economy plus. So right now, if I clear all this data and go to again advanced filter, select the data and type my original data source, criteria range will be this two, and copy to will be this two field. Hit OK. See, right now it's only economy. You cannot see any economy plus in this list. There will never any economy plus, because right now Excel understand, yes, user is only concerned about economy. So by this equal sign and this quotation sign, you can understand Excel that yes, user is only concerned about economy only, right? There is some other tricks also. If you guys know about some wildcard like star, question mark, and this tilde sign, then you can also use these three characters in your criteria to make your criteria more accurate and more perfect, right? So this is about advanced filter. But in advanced filter, whatever I have shown to you, that is based on one single criteria. In advanced filter, you are free to use multiple criteria, but whenever is multiple criteria concept is came up, that time we need to ensure that what logic we need to use, whether it will be a and logic or it will be or logic, right? Whenever a more than one condition will came up in at the same time, then these two logic will work, whether the conditions will work with and logic or it will be or logic. Same thing will happen with advanced filter. Whenever you are trying to use multiple criteria, advanced filter need to understand that what logic user want to use. And how Excel will understand what logic you want to use? It's basically understand by your alignment of your criteria. If both the criteria is situated side by side, like this one, criteria 1 and criteria 2, if your criteria situated like this side by side, then it is termed as and logic. Excel will understand that user want to use these two criteria as a and logic. But if not, if it is situated like this, one upon one, one by one, it will treat it as or logic, right? So if you place the criteria like that way, it will treat it as and logic. If you places your criteria in that way, that means your one by one, that means your vertical area, it will treat it as or logic, right? Now how to use this and logic and or logic, let me show you one example. For example, I want to see the data of shipping mode economy as well as segment of home office. I don't want to see the other segment of economy ship mode, right? So what I will do, copy the segment, write down the segment over here. That is that's not matter that in database segment is first and shipping mode is last. and in my criteria shipping mode is first and segment is last. That doesn't matter, you can free to use. So for example, I want home office, so home office. Here also let me create a segment field, and here what I will do, go to advanced, click on copy to another location, go to list range, select data, hashtag all, that is my whole data range. In criteria, select these two, and in copy to, select these three. I'm just concerned about my city only, so that is why I'm not changing this one. You can free to change yourself as per your criteria, and hit OK. See all the data of economy and home office, no other data of economy and others. You cannot see any other data. All the data of economy and home office will only come, right? So this is how we can use AND logic. If I want to use criteria as a OR logic, that means I want the data of economy or the data of segment home office. That time what I need to use, I just bring it down to one cell down like this. Right now I need to use like this one. So whatever segment it is of shipping mode economy will came up, as well as whatever shipping mode it is of segment home office will came up. So let's test it out. Delete all this data, sorry, delete all this data, go to advanced, copy to another location, list range will be my data, hash all, criteria range will be this one, and copy to will be this three, and hit OK. See, it's economy plus. Why economy plus? Because segment is home office. It's consumer. Why consumer? Because ship mode is economy. So all of your economy data as well as home office data will came up. Nothing other data will came to you, right? So by this you can purely focus on only about that part, whatever part you concern about. So you will not be distracted by other fields, because in my database there is lot of fields. So if I want to concern about only customer name or the type of customer, the gender of customer, so the other fields will distract me because there is some other fields. So I can easily make this one as a with advanced filter. What I can do, I can simply advanced filter based on my criteria. So by this I can simply focus on my concern part at a single time, right? So this is about advanced filter. Next thing what I will show you some tricks on pivot table and pivot chart, right? Pivot table and pivot chart, as you all know that pivot table and pivot chart is a very popular feature in Excel. So whatever your office work in your daily life, you have to use pivot table, pivot chart for any purpose, right? So in pivot table, pivot chart, let me show you how to create pivot table, pivot chart, and why pivot table, pivot chart is most popular. For example, I want to see in this case, when I just create a unique list of office or home segment, for example, I want to create a unique list of segment. What I need to do is I need to go to advanced, I need to copy to another location, need to mention my data range, then need to select my criteria range like this, and in copy to I need to mention my area and select unique list. I need to okay, just as I selected all the data, that is why it's come up with all the data. uh, just a minute. What I need to do is I need to go to advanced, In data range, I need to select only segment column. That's my folder. Only segment column. In criteria range, I need to select these two only. Then unique record and select whatever area you want to test your list. So it will give me my list and I want to see the total of this. So after that I will need to use a formula of SUMIF, right? If you guys know about SUMIF, then you need to use SUMIF, or if there is multiple criteria, then you need to use SUMIFs. That is the long process. We can short this process by using pivot table. So what we only need to do, I just need to place the mouse pointer inside your database, go to insert, select pivot table, new worksheet and hit OK. You can see a blank table will created. Out of this blank table, what you need to do, you just need to select your segment and total that you are concerned about, and see the total is already created. So by this technique, we can easily create our reports, or we can easily create our data, whatever data we need to produce, right? So this is the main usage of pivot table, because pivot table is always be in the summarized format. And based on choosing your criteria, your condition, pivot table will update its layout also. For example, I want to see that in each and every segment, whatever state I have sold my product, select state here. See, state wise, segment wise state data is came up along with the total sales. If you don't concern about total sales, just drag it out. And if you concern about your quantity, select the quantity and place here. See, you can see your all the quantity details. By this you can easily analyze that in consumer segment you have made a maximum sale at West Bengal state, that is 37610, right? So this is the main purpose to use pivot table to summarize the data, because it's always summarize the data and make the data in concise way, and it is easier to use. You just need to drag and drop or select will work 50%, drag and drop will work another 50%. Why another 50%? For example, you want to separate the consumer, that means your segment, in each column. So by just clicking you cannot segregate this one. See, you cannot segregate this one. So that time you need to drag it out and place it out in the column section. By this you can simply segregate your data based on your criteria, right? This is the main purpose to use pivot table, because it's more summarized way and it's always in concise format. So that is why it can use anytime and it will produce your report within a second only. You no need to use some formula, some ifs, whatever formula you want to use, you don't need to use that formula. But yes, there are some tasks that cannot be done in pivot table also, right? So there are some tasks that cannot be done in pivot table, that time you need to use formulas. But yes, if your task can be is a normal task, or some task, whatever the task can be uh, created by pivot table, I will recommend always use pivot table, because pivot table is more concise, right? What is the limitation of pivot table? The main limitation of pivot table is not auto updatable. Pivot table will not update automatically. As we know that function and formula is always update automatically, but pivot table will not update automatically. You have to update manually by pressing refresh or refresh all. By this button you have to update your table and each and after every changes, right? But with a small VBA code we can you or make a pivot table auto updatable. So in today's topic, we don't want to show any VBA coding, that is why I'm not showing in the VBA code. But with VBA code you can simply just one line of VBA code it is. By this you can simply update your pivot table automatically, that a pivot table will automatically update it, right? So by this you can use your things, right? One more thing I want to show you, that if I place the segment over here, right? See, the state and segment is different. Like it was state wise segment, but I want use to like segment wise state. What I need to do, I just need to drag it down. That's it. It will automatically give me our desired report. And if you go to design tab and go to your report layout, you can see there is various type of report. It's basically a concise way, that is in compact form. By this it will save our workbooks area. But if you are not concerned about to saving your workbook area, you can simply use outline form. By this it will create an extra column of state. So it will in the inner column segment and outer column of state. If you are using a compact form, so it will in the same column, right? So these all things are used in pivot table, and based on this table we can simply make a chart. So just select the table, go to analyze, select on pivot chart, whatever chart type you want. For example, pie, I want to create a pie chart, a donut pie chart, and hit OK. So a pie chart will be created, right? It's something consumer, corporate, and home office. And your pie chart will automatically upgrade based on your selection. For example, I drag it segment from here and ship mode here, so it will automatically create it, right? So these all things are created within a seconds. That is why pivot table is in more preferable position, right? But in here also we have some limitation. What limitation we have? For example, I want to filter this table based on state. What I can do, I can do state, drag the state field to the filter area, right? After dragging the state field to filter area, you can see there is one single row is created based on state. In state, you can select all. That means you can select the drop down list, and within this drop down list you can select your uh, desired criteria. For example, I want to select multiple criteria, so just click on this: West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Udaipur, and hit OK. See, all the data of these three fields are kept, right? But it's not preferred way. Why it's not preferred way? You can use this way, but it's not a preferred way. Why it's not a preferred way? For example, you are presenting this report to your management who don't know about Excel and don't know how to use pivot chart or how to filter pivot chart. Then he or she how can use your pivot chart or report, right? So every time whenever his or her mind will change to show a different report, he or she need to call you, and then you need to make another report and send it back to you, right? So you have to make a report in that way, so that whoever using this report can easily filter it out or can easily get a clear idea of his or her desired report, right? So to making this one, what we can use in pivot table, two things we can use. One is called slicer, second one is called as timeline. These two things we can implement in pivot chart. So how to implement this one? Just drag out the state, select the chart, go to analyze tab or go to insert tab. Both are okay. So go to analyze tab, you can see an option called insert slicer. In insert tab you can also find the option called slicer. Select slicer, all the fields of your data will came up over here. You just need to select your desired field. As my desired field is state, select state and hit OK. See, the report of all state is came up. You can simply adjust your spacing to make it better, and see, it's just like a button. So for example, the user is need to see the report of Andhra Pradesh, select Andhra Pradesh, it will automatically filter it out. Select Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Goa, whatever your report needs. And if you want multiple, then just press control and select the multiple items. it will automatically create your chart as well as create your table. That is the main reason to use slicer, because it's more convenient. And to use a slicer, don't need to use any Excel knowledge. You just need to click your desired field. So whatever field you are selected, your report will be created based on that field, right? There is another option, as I told you, that there is another option of timeline. Now what is timeline? You can also create some cool options like stick texture, that the field is selected is on green, all the other fields on ash color, right? So you can free to use this kind of things. So it's totally upon you how you want to customize your filter, right? And the second thing I want to talk about, that is timeline. Now what is timeline? Basically timeline is worked on only date related field. So it's same as slicer, it will filter it out based on your slicer, but timeline will only work with date related field. Well, except any date related field you cannot use timeline. So to insert a timeline, select the chart or the table, whatever, select the any one of this, go to analyze or insert, right? So go to analyze, select insert timeline. In insert timeline, see automatically the field which is contains date will came up, right? Like order date and shipping date. Select order date for as of now and hit OK. See, the timeline of order date is created. Now what timeline will do? Timeline will create just a second now. Yeah. I think delete this one. Again, go to analyze, select insert timeline, select order date and hit OK. See, so if I select December, it will get all the data of December, but right now in December there is no data of Chhattisgarh. That is why if I clear all the filter from slicer and see, if I select 2016, there is 2016. If it is 2014, there is 2014, 2013, 16, right? In 17 there is no data, that is why it's not showing. So why 17 is came up? I think there are some any date of 17 as well, that is why, and the data is 0, that is why it's coming. So see, you can easily come play with between your date fields. So here also if you want to see as a quarter, you can see as a quarter that I right now am concerned about 2015 quarter 1 and quarter 2. So just drag it down, quarter 1 and 2, so all the data of quarter 1 and 2 will come up. And quarter this 4, that is total 2016. If you want to concern about month, it will automatically created a field of for based on month. If you concern about days, it will automatically created the field on days. So whatever your requirement based on date, it will always create a simple report based on these fields. That is why basically we prefer timeline at the time of using any date related field, because it's more convenient that using a month formula or a day formula, that's all, right? So it will automatically create our main data. So these all things can be done. Now it is on one table, but in report there is multiple tables and multiple charts, right? So if I delete this one and delete this one also. So for example, I want to create another table. So Control C, Control V, and I want to create this table. Today my laptop is hanging. Why it's hang? Just a minute, guys. It's please. Okay, so if I want to create a report based on product name of total sales, right? And if I create another chart based on this report, go to pivot chart, create a simple column chart. Okay, right? See, two of charts and two of tables in my sheet, and I want to create a slicer to make the both of this table filterable. Select any pivot chart, go to analyze, insert slicer, and for example it was state wise, so select state and hit OK, right? So state wise slicer is already created. What I need to do is I just need to select my desired data, for example Bihar, Assam. But do you notice that first pivot table based on which I have created the slicer is only changed? The second table doesn't change. It's there is no effect. Why so? Because I select the first table and pull the slicer out, right? That is why this slicer is currently connected only with this chart as well as this table. But I can make this slicer to connect both of this. Why? Because my both of the data is from same database. So what I need to do, just right click on slicer, go to report connection, but make sure you are using Office 2013 or later, because in 2010, that is Office 2010, this option will named as pivot table connection, and from Office 2013 is renamed as report connection. So go to report connection, see all my other tables are showing in my sheet. So let me check what the table name it is. Go to analyze is table 1. So let me create some different name of this table. For example, as it is shipping mode, so I will say SM, and as it is product name, so I will say PN, right? So right click on the slicer, go to report connection. You can see two of this table, that is SM and PN. See, SM is all ticked, right? But PN is not ticked. So just select PN also and hit OK. See, right now these two are changing. So if you click, both of this chart and both of these tables will simultaneously change at a single time. So by this you can create a more creative way to present your report, right? This is more convenient rather than you using a normal typical filter option, right? This is more convenient and more creative, right? With this method, dashboard concept is based on this method. Dashboard concept is based. So if I show you that this is my master data that I already shown to you, and we are working on this, and if I show you my dashboard sheet, see, in dashboard all of the reports are created. There is some line chart, there is some column chart, there is some pie chart, as well as there is a map chart, that means which makes your the state visible, that which state I have sold out all the states. And there is some timeline and slicers also. And we have a field of total sales, right? If I click any of the state, for example Andhra Pradesh, you can see Andhra Pradesh is only shown to you, and all the data is based on Andhra Pradesh. That means my total sale is this 486712551, but out of this Andhra Pradesh is this, and out of this Andhra Pradesh sales. So if I select, for example, this is my 100% sales report, and I want to say create a segment of home office, that in home office, for example, in there is no segment wise chart. Yeah, it is here. There is a SIP mode. So if I select SIP mode economy, so out of 100%, economy is considering 57%. So economy will contribute 57% of out of total sales. If 57% is my total sale contributing by shipping mode, within this shipping mode, how much from Andhra Pradesh? select Andhra Pradesh. Out of this 53%, if I assume 53% is my 100% of sale, out of this 3% is contributed from Andhra Pradesh. From Assam, it is 2%. From Bihar, it is 7%. From Chhattisgarh, it is 0%. That means there is no sale from Chhattisgarh. From Jharkhand, this is 5%. And you can see all the maps are updating in real time. Whatever state I am selecting, maps are updating real time, and other data is also updating, right? This is called dashboard. Dashboard means you need to prepare a report on which every report will shown at a single page. You no need to use other sheets or something else. By only one report, your management will came up with everything. So just ask me any report. For example, I want a report from male and female, right? That how much sale of male and female of product backpack. Select backpack. You can see the product backpack more interested in female, that is demanded in female. Female candidates are purchasing 51% of my total sales, and male candidates are purchasing 49%. Now what's the amount of female candidate? Just select female from gender. You can see, just consider this as div slash, just ignore that. See the total sales, you can see the total sale amount, right? So just remove this one again. And for example, it's car rack. See, its car rack is also same. For example, sleeping bag. See, in sleeping bag, 57% from female, 43% from male. If I want to see a date wise, for example, as it is, if I zoom to you, as it is right now, it's year of 2013, 14, 15, 16. For example, I click 2015, so all the data will consider as 2015. If I select 2016, all the data is considered as 2016. So whatever report your management need, they can simply filter the report by pressing these buttons only. So it's more convenient, and that is the concept of dashboard, right? Now let's look how to create this unique dashboard. But before creating dashboard, I want to show you some more examples of dashboard, why dashboard is uh, needed. See, there is another dashboard I have prepared. If I show you, yeah, this one. See, here is some another dashboard, right? If I show you the data, this is the data. It's something 5,700 data, and the data is based some more columns, common columns like product, unit, and we have also a customer satisfaction, that is the review column, right? If I go to dashboard, if I select any of this is the filter buttons. For example, product one, you can see the product one states are come up over here. The total sales by year is coming up here, and you can see the product one of customer review, that is our, if I delete this one to see, one is very low, just make it smaller, but just a minute. Yeah, see, 1%, that is our main, then 2, then 3, 4, and 5. Then how much percentage? 4% is how much contains 4%. You can see for 114, right? So all the data are, you can simply filter it out from this dashboard, right? This is the concept of dashboard. So how to create this dashboard? If I show you that these are not cell, you can see these are a shape only. You can place this shape anywhere, it will automatically work as well as normal, so there is no changes. But this dashboard, creating of this dashboard is not easy, because the, if I show you the raw data to create this one, this is my report sheet on which I have created the dashboard. See, there is some pivot tables. Obviously pivot tables we have to use to create this dashboard, but if you just only give the these pivot tables to your management, by this you cannot confirm that it's a proper report, right? Because they, with this report you cannot analyze anything, but this report you can analyze anything. right? So that is why dashboard knowledge is important in your working life. If you are an MIS reporter, or if you are working with any kind of work which needs to represent a report, right? So let's create how to let's see how to create this dashboard. I will not taking all of these things, I will only take few of this. Like for example, I will take shipping mode, I will take this total sales, and I will take this male female percentage, how to create this shape as a dynamic percentage, and I will only take this map chart. So by this I can create a simple dashboard report, right? So just create another sheet on which we will create our dashboard. So make this background as per your need. So right now I want my background as white. So make my background as white. And then what I need to do, I just need to create some report based on some pivot tables. So first thing what I need to do is create some pivot tables over here. So just go to my new sheet, go to insert, select pivot chart, data range will be data because that's my name, and select the area as A1. So first thing what I will do, I will just create the raw data first. So what the first and total, right? That is one thing, one chart. The second thing is I will copy this table, Control C, Control V. Second thing was gender wise. So delete the segment, drag the gender, again copy this one, paste this one. Third thing was product wise. So product name, and was copy the table, and last thing was our state wise, right? So drag the product name out of here and drag the state name here, right? So this is our last thing. And one more table, Control C, Control V, sorry, Control Z. One more table. Why one more table? Because we need to show the total sale as well. So to show the total sale we need one table. So within it we only see total sale, sum of total, right? So our tables are created. Let's create our charts. This is my first chart. I will create a column chart only so that you can easily understand. To make the colors different, what I will do is move the segment to legend. So if I move the segment to legend, it will create a different colors. So that's better, right? So this is my first chart. I will just delete all these buttons so that I make sure to expand the more field, hide all the buttons. I will create this one also. I will delete this one also, and the total also, so that your chart is more space area, right? And I will delete also the grid line. So go to plus and don't want to see the grid line also. So that's my first chart, right? Just create the other charts. To create see what kind of charts I have. I have already created this segment chart. What I need to create is shipping mode wise chart and total sales and our state map chart. So just go to our sheet 3, rename all the tables because it will otherwise it will conflict with my main database. So rename all the tables first. So I will say it is as P1, that is pivot table 1. It will say as P4, that is pivot table 4. It will as P5, that is pivot table 5, and it's as P6, right? So that is pivot table 6, and as well this one is P7. I'm just naming this out because I have already this named table. See, this is already pivot table 7. This is already pivot table 8. This is already pivot table 1. That is why I'm just deferring the name so that I can connect my slicers with these charts, right? So just drag it down, drag it side so that it's look better. Then I need to create a pie chart. Go to analyze, create pie chart. I want to create a donut chart, so click on donut and hit OK. So it's pie chart, and again same thing, I will hide the buttons, and as well as I will hide some extra informations so that my chart have some more space area, right? So it's my pie chart, and here it's my state-wise map chart. So I will do it later. So first thing what I need to do is, then I need to do create some shapes to connect the shapes with cell so that it will automatically update with the values like this. So what I need to do is, I just copying this one, copy this uh, shapes from here so that I don't want to create this one again. Control V and just resize it to look it better. As of my right now, my database is, if you guys want to see how I create this one, I'm just going to insert, just click on icon. Within that, you make sure your computer is connected with internet. Just search for male. I have select this one, and same way just search for female and select this one. I have used this one. After selecting, just insert these two. You will see you have to insert it. Go to graphics field and choose whatever color you want, and it's done, right? So by this technique I am you created this too. Now what I need to create, I need to create some shapes, right? So I will create one shape here for percentage, one shape here for female percentage, and one shape here for our sale percentage, right? Sale amount. So that is my total sales. So I will format my shapes with the same color, right? Okay, now it's fine. So let's create the percentage. So for to make the percentage, I need to calculate it first. So let's make it in this cell. Say equals to this cell divided by this cell. Enter. Again equals to this cell divided by this cell. Enter. So then just select these two and make it as percentage. So it's done. Now how to connect this shape with this? To connect the shapes with cell, if I write 53% here, right? So if I write 53% here, you can see you cannot change it dynamic, right? It's normal value, right? So to connect a shape, you need to go to in formula bar after selecting the shape. So select the shape first, then go to formula bar, equals to the shape you want to, the cell you want to connect. As it is male, I want to connect this 47% and hit enter. See, right now it's 47%. If I change anything here, for example, I am writing Sandeep here, for example, see Sandeep is pop up here, right? So this shape is directly connected with this cell by using this technique, and then you just select your shape and format it as you want. So for example, I am using this kind of font style with bigger font, and that's it. Same thing for this, equals to this one and hit enter. Same thing for total cell, select the shape, go to formula bar, equals to and total cell, hit enter. Select both the shape and create the same styling so that your dashboard looks better. Okay. Yeah, that's fine, right? So right now I have created my all of things. What I left, I only need to create my map chart. Map chart is not that easy you think, because map chart cannot be created with pivot table data. You need to separate your data from your pivot table. And when you need separating your data from your pivot table, make sure that your data will always connected to your pivot table, so that if any changes happen in pivot table, your data is created. For example, to create a map chart, what you need to do, you just need to select your data range, go to insert. Here you can see a map, but if you select a map chart from here, it will throw a error. See, it will throw a error that you cannot create a chart type with data inside a pivot table. So you cannot use pivot table data for a map chart. But yes, we have to use a pivot table data. So what we will do, simply we will copy these cells. Why we copy this cell? Because these are my unique list, it will never change, right? So copy this cell, paste it here as value, right? Paste it here as value, or whatever area you want to paste. Make the heading name, because map chart will only accept the data can be presented in map. So it have to be a, for example, if I select, go to insert, select map, select a map chart. It's a blank chart basically. Okay, see, for example, if I copy this data, paste it as value, if I copy this data, paste it as value, go to insert, map, map. See what it's tell, the map chart needs geographical data such as country, region, state, province, postal code, like this. So make sure your data is having one of this, right? So as of now, our data is having state, so we can easily map it out. So what we need to do, I need to make the cells. Now in that case, you can say that, sir, copy this one and place it here, but that will not work. Why? Because this will static data, right? If I select it, copy it and paste it over here, so it's being a static data, it will never change based on the slicer. Based on the slicer, pivot table will change, but based on the slicer, this data will not change, right? So if I create a map chart based on this, I can create a simply map chart based on this, because it's the data whatever I can make, present it globally. See, just simple a map chart, so it's automatically created, right? So I will delete this one to make my chart more area, and adjust the size and place it. Place it, right? Now if I insert a slicer, go to insert, select slicer. For example, I am taking ship mode, segment, and product name. It okay. So see, 3 slicers are created. Just place it to make more beautiful. This, this, and this. Right? So it's done. But right now it's only connected with this table, because I have selected this table only to create this one. So what we need to do, we need to connect all the other charts and tables. So go to report connection, as I have named already, so I don't worry about this. So it is P1, P4, P6, and P7. Hit OK. Again, do the same with this report connection. P4, P6, P7 and P1. Okay, do the same with the third one, that is report connection, P4, P6, P7 and P1. That is my table names, right? So all of these are created, but see, select all the data are changing. Basically the data is based on this, so you can simply make place these charts and things to another table, another sheet. I am just using same sheet, right? So if I hide the area, see, the right now it's working fine, all the data are changing, but what happened with this map chart? It's not changing. All the data are changing, but map chart is not changing. For example, if I again select insert another slicer based on my state, right, and place the slicer over here because it's a huge number of list, right, and connect this with all the others, P4, P1, P4, P6 and P7. Okay. So see, all the other data are created, but the map chart is not created because map is not generating based on my state selected. Why so? Because this table is correct, but this data is static data. That is why it's not created. So what we need to do? Basically here we need to create a formula. What formula we need to use? I don't know, do you hear about that formula or not? To pull any data from pivot table in Excel, there is a formula called get pivot data. So if you type get pivot, see there is a formula called get pivot data, right? To pull any data, you can see extract data stored in a pivot table. So to pull any data from pivot table, you need to use this formula, get pivot data. In get pivot data, what things you need to mention? First thing you need to mention is data field, like based on which field you want to pull out the data. Based on state, I want to pull the data, so that is why what I need to say is state. Make sure this spelling is error free, right? Then pivot table, that means on which, based on which pivot table you want to create your data. Just select the first cell of the pivot table you want, that is A22, right? But it's not mandatory to select the first cell. You can select any of the cell, but it is recommended to select the first cell. Why so? I will talk to you later, but still it's recommended to select the first cell only, comma, field name, that is which field you want to pull out. That is my Andhra Pradesh. That is my sales. So I want to pull out the sales, and the sales is mentioned in my database as total, right? So what I need to type is total. Item means of which state, so I need to select this one, bracket close, enter. I think there is some problem. Is it total in my database? Yeah, it's total. State get data field. Sorry, I think I misplaced both the things. Here will be total and here will be state. Yeah, that's it. So first thing, what you need to pull out, I need to pull the total. On which table? My reference of my table. Of which item? The item name, right? Enter. Just drag it down, but before dragging, make sure you fix this cell, then drag it down. See, the chart is already created, right? Chart is pop up, but what's the main major difference right now? If you select Mizoram, right? See, only this state has the data and all the other state has 0. That is why it's only updated with the data in the cells. If you select Goa, see the Goa state is updated. If you select Chhattisgarh, see Chhattisgarh, I think Chhattisgarh has less value, that is why it's not coming. If you select Jaipur, all the data will came up automatically. See, right? So sometimes it's not coming up just because of the spelling name. As Chhattisgarh, I think Chhattisgarh spelling name is not correct in my database. If I checked Google, let me check in Google. State Chhattisgarh. What is the right spelling? C double H. I will copy this. C double H A double T I S. C double H T double T I. Okay, see, there is a one H. That is why it's not came up, right? If I change this one with my latest value, that is I am copying from Google. If I select Control V, enter. If I select Chhattisgarh right now, okay, as my database is concerned, may already maintained about with H, that is why I cannot replace this one here. I need to replace all the value from my database. So just a minute. What I need to go select my state, Control F, go to replace, Control V, Control V, and H. Replace all. Okay, close. Go to sheet 3. See, pivot table is not auto updated because it's not auto updatable. Go to analyze, go to refresh all. Okay, so again, if I right now if I see that Chhattisgarh, is it changed? Where is C? Yeah, it's changed, right? So just change from here also, and right now if I select Chhattisgarh, see, Chhattisgarh is also located. So see, here is some button, right? If you click on this button, see, we plotted 78% of the location from your state data is high confidence. That means there is some mistakes in my spelling of my database. That is why this error message is showing. If your database is totally error free, this message will not show you. So you have to look which states is not configured or which state is not recognized. That means these states are basically having some error. That is the C. Cochin is also having some error, right? So you have to again repeat the same steps as I repeat in the Chhattisgarh, right? So this is how you can create a dynamic map chart as well as dynamic dashboard report. So this is dashboard report, and this report will represent your company, that all types of report. Your company never look back to you that create me this report or create me that report. All the report is at one go, right? This is called dashboard report. So by creating dashboard reporting, obviously you need to have some knowledge of advanced Excel. Why advanced Excel? Because right now I'm creating all the data from one single database, but in real life this is not necessary, or this is not recommended, because in real life maybe you have two or three tables, two or three sheets which contains more data, and you need to merge all the data to create a dashboard, right? That time you need to have some power query knowledge as well as relationship knowledge, so that you can relate all the data to other tables, right? So this is all about from my side. I think Sanchita ma'am is here, so I'd like to request Sanchita ma'am to take over from now. If anything need to explain, need to say from your end. And guys, if you have any query in your mind, you can also make a chat of your query, I will address it. Guys, do you have any query? Okay. Is everything is understandable or anything need to repeat or anything else? How you like this session, and do you want to attend more session from ICA onwards? Okay. Okay, great. Thank you guys. Thank you for attending this session. Mopona ma'am, are you here? Can you hear me? Thank you, Satyajit, for your valuable interest. I know I am not able to show everything because there is ample of things do in advanced Excel. So, and this time is not the sufficient time to create all these things. But yes, you have to make sometimes to upgrade your knowledge. And one more thing, which is more essential, I forgot to mention, that you cannot use all the stuff in your Excel, because they, as I am using the latest version of Excel, that is 2019, so you have to make sure that you are using 2019 or Office 365, right? By Office 365 and by using 2019, you can create this map chart, you can create these icons. Otherwise, along with out of these two, you can create all of other things in any Excel. But if you want to say, place an icon like this, or you want to create a map chart like this, you have to make sure that your Office version is 2019 or higher, or 2000 or Office 365. Right. Maulik, Lava, good session, sir. Maulik, I would like to share you that it's a normal data. To practice it, you don't need to have the same data, right? You will get back to you by the recording. You will get the recording, but you can simply use any of your data to create this report. It's just a normal database I have used, right? So it's normal database, so you can use any report. And if you want to say, I have Office 365 or I have Office 19 and I want to create the map chart, no worry, just write down some state names, write down some city names, and select this one to create your map chart. That's it. You no need to have this same data, right?
Yeah, Sandeep sir, thank you so much. Kavita here, Central Head of Hyderabad, Amirpet. So I have a query here. Satyajit is asking, and we require such sessions. Satyajit, you are open every time we conduct the session. You are open here, and you can connect with us, and also you can
Okay.
get such sessions.
Okay.
And
Okay. Thank you.
yeah, and some of the candidate, they are very much interested. So if you want to take this training, complete training, you can have a touch with us. And the Sandeep sir is giving the training. He is one the candidate, and another sir also is there. Similar kind of classes you can get it. And please, all of you, be in touch with us. During this lockdown, utilize your time and connect with us, get such knowledge, upgrade your knowledge. And also, if you want, you can join the online classes by paying a very minimal amount. Talk to our executive and the concerned person regarding this, and you will be getting all the details, and your queries will be addressed there.
Kavita,
Sir, you
I would
want
like,
to share anything? Yes, sir. You want to share anything?
yeah, can you share your phone number to the candidate so that they can reach you to connect you?
Yeah, our phone number is 9393 888
It,
423 and
it will it
9393
down in chat.
888 424. In this number, you can reach from morning 10 to evening 6:30, all of you.
Okay. Manoj sir, another session. Can you explain about automation Excel sheet? Manoj, surely I will explain automation Excel sheet in some another session. So if you are interested, please connect with Kavita ma'am, as she shared her number. Connect with Kavita ma'am. Just take the information. We have some trainings to automate Excel sheet by using macro. How to create some automated invoice billing software. How to create some automated task scheduling software, login logout application. These all things we have in our syllabus at the time of classes. We are providing this kind of training. So touch with Kavita ma'am to create something, touch with Kavita ma'am to get the knowledge, and then she or you will guide you better way, right? And last thing I want to say, thank you guys. Thank you to make this session more effective and more wonderful. Okay, so thanks to all. If any query, please let me know. I will wait for 5 minutes. Then we will wrap up. Okay, guys, I think no one has any query. So, ma'am, we will wrap up, right? Goodbye.